poverty in this country. This is Sunday Evening Historical Show, reached an all-time high of poverty. 38% of the country is owned by the rich people. This includes Alex Jones. He's no pauper. I know he likes to walk around and act like he's a pauper. Believe me, he's a multi-millionaire several times over. He's not a poor guy. If you've seen his setup compared to mine, the poverty in this country is getting out of control. Poverty in this country is out of control. Got 11 million homeless. Got 17 million children in hunger. 60% of the American people live in poverty and below the poverty level, below that. It's a sadness of human life that this has to happen. But 2015, hopefully, will be a better year. And talk about crashes and all kinds of stuff, but hopefully we'll begin to help the poverty-ridden people. But the poverty-ridden people own 2% of the country, while 38% of the rich people, while the rich people own 38% of the country. That's the problem with human life, is the rich get richer and the poor get poorer. And they step on the poor people. Every vote, but where do they come when they want to vote? You've got guys like Alex Jones, Ron Cribb, and all these other guys, Ron Gibson. We talk about their poor, but they're not poor. If you look at their computerized setups, they're in the money. They're in the chips. They're in the chips. They're charging $59 to join, $29 for this. You can go to their sites, they're selling stuff all over the place. The site sells nothing but the truth of human life. It sells nothing. It tells the truth of human life. It speaks for the poverty-ridden people. It speaks for the poverty-ridden people. Not just here, but in Syria, Iraq, Afghanistan, all over the world. Wherever there's poverty, it speaks for them. It speaks for them. This is the one true poor channel. This is the one true poor channel. This is a poor channel. It's done on a $400 computer. It's done on a $400 computer. There's no high tech here. There's no copying people's stuff. But Alex likes to act like he's poor. He's not poor. He never had any other cronies that were poor. These people are rich. These people are rich. Are they super rich? No, probably not. But do they sell conspiracy and theory? Yeah, they sell it. They sell it. They don't preview it. They don't give it. They don't do it for nothing. They sell it. The poverty in this country, getting away from Alex Jones forever. But the poverty in this country is out of control. It's completely out of control. It has to stop. The government has to realize that the people have to be the top of the food chain. They have to be the top of the line. The people have to be the top of the line. And until this is accomplished, it's never going to end. It's never going to stop. It's never going to quit. It's just going to keep on coming. The poverty is going to keep people. Like I said, we've got 17 billion hungry children in this country, and 11 million are homeless, not including the fact that the buildings are going to hell, the infrastructure is going to hell, bridges are unsafe. Somebody did a show about that one a while back about the unsafe bridges in this country, and there are many of them. There are many of them. Even the government gives them a D minus. D minus for safety in this country. It means you could fall in water at any time. You just don't know. But the poverty in this nation is getting great, and it's getting greater. But those that profit off the poverty in this country, who try and buy you, and sell you, buy this and buy that, and sell this and sell that. People like Alex, who create conspiracies and create theories, do not help the poverty situation. They don't help the poverty situation. Because all they're worried about is owning guns and selling their stuff, selling their merchandise. I do these videos because I care about the people. I care about the people in this country. I care about the people of all countries. And that's the difference. That's the difference, is I actually care. I actually care. And that's the difference. These people like Alex Jones and people who do their news don't care. They do the news because they do the news. I do the news because I care. I do the news because it's important that this site gets left to somebody who's going to do it the same way I do, honestly, factually, and truthfully. And that's the truth of human life. That's the fact of human life. Because we are the poverty-ridden people. We are the poverty-ridden people. Alex Jones is rich. He's in the top 38%. He's not driving no $50, no $500 used car. He's not living in no $500, no $10,000 home. He's not living in streets. He's not living as a pauper. He's living high life. Look out. This is what I don't like about the use of conspiracy and theory for fraud. This is what I don't like. This is what I don't like about it. This is conspiracy, it's theory, and it's fraud. And it gives newsmakers a bad name. It gives newsmakers a bad name. These people use and abuse the right to make videos. That's not right. Because they are not poor. They are not by any means poor. When you're making $59 per view for people, $29 for this, $19 for that, $100 for this, gas masks are selling all kinds of stuff. Go to their merchandise store. Their merchandise store. They got their own magazine, for Christ's sake. These people, you don't. You are not poor. If you see his equipment, that's $1 million equipment he's got running there. And it's not a foresight. It's not a foresight. As you see here, people tell me do my laundry. That's clean laundry. This is where I live. This is where I live. This is what I live. It's not fake. It's not conspiracized. It's not faulty. It's the truth. This is where I live. This is what I live. This is why I wear t-shirts and jeans. I don't even own a pair of dress pants. Poverty is poverty. You live in poverty, you live in poverty. And it's 60% of this country. 60% of this country. But wherever they all come when they want the votes, the presidency, and other stuff. And that's where Alex goes. He preys upon the poor people. He preys upon the people to believe this sanctimonious baloney. And I'm not like that. I tell the truth. I tell the facts. I tell the reality. I tell it as it is. This guy considers himself a newsmaker. He's not a newsmaker. He's a news seller. He's a news seller. And so is the government. The government sells you one thing, and it's really not what it is. It's a sadness of human life that the people in this country are poverty. George Washington would roll over in his grave and be saw what the rich people have done to this country. What the rich people have done to this country. Don't kid yourself. Not just the rich people, but the government. The government's got a big part in this. Big part in this. It's a failure. Because it's not a job anymore. It's a political assignment. It's a power base between Democrats, Republicans, and now tea baggers. It's a power base. It's become a power base. Being president is the most powerful seat in the world. And this is what they fight over. And this is what they fight for. They don't worry about the people. They tell you they're going to feed you. Do they feed 17 million children? No. Do they put houses up for homeless? Do they take old buildings and turn them into homes so people can live? No. They do some. They do some. But there are millions and millions of people in this country that want for human life and human care. There are people that can't read and write. It's a sadness of human life that people in this nation are failed badly by their world leaders, by their government. It's a sadness of human life. And people like Alex Jones take and seek to profit off that misery. He seeks to profit off that misery, to tell you something's real when it's not. But the news is the news, and you gotta keep it real. You gotta keep it factual. You gotta keep it in reality. But the rich people own most of this country. The rich people own most of this country. The poor people own about 2.3%, or something like that, or 3.3%. Whatever it be. But the profit of poor people is wrong. To sell poor people conspiracies and theories and acts that are not real is wrong. It takes away from the real government issues that are needed to be faced in this country. Such as is the poverty, is the brokenness, is the poorness of this nation. It should not be happening in a nation where people should be fed, people should be cared for. And there should be none of this. There should be none of this. We've got 11 million homeless people. We've got 17 million hungry people. No. I do the show because I want people to know that I do live in poverty. I do live in poverty. This place is poverty. That's all there is. That's all there is. That's all there is. There's nothing fancy here. Because I want people to know that I've been where they're at. I'm not exactly broke. But I don't live a high level of life. I don't live a high level of life. I live a low level of life. I eat one sandwich a day and a couple of slices of raisin bread, and that's it. That's it. I'm sick. I can't even get the proper medical care because I got to fight for people to get the medical care. It's just a mess. It's just a mess. Anybody can come in here and talk. Anybody can come in here and talk. But for Alex to say that he's part of the poverty, he's not. He's a rich man. He's a rich man. He's part of it. He's part of it. He's probably just jealous because he can't join the Billionaires Club. But he's made millions of dollars off the selling of his conspiracies over the years. He's made millions of dollars. Why don't people answer him? Why don't people reply to it? Why doesn't the government pay attention to it? Because it's rhetoric. It's pure rhetoric. It takes away from the people in need. The people in need. It takes away from the people in need. And that's what galls me. That's what galls me. Because it does take away from the people in need. The people are hungry. People that are sick. The lack of medical care. The lack of medical insurance. And all these other values of human life that are left out for the poor people. They're left out for the poor people. Now, what's it going to bring in the year 2015? The same thing. The same thing. Poverty. Poverty for the poor people. But for Alex Jones to get on it anywhere, say that he hasn't got money, is a crock. He's a crock. This man has money, and this man has plenty of money. Like Bob Tapley. Bob Tapley sells his books. He's got plenty of money. Yet they hate the country. They're trying to inform you of the conspiracies of the world. Well, let's try to inform people of the realities of the world. The realities of the world. The real world. Not the world of Washington where they live in their own world. The world of conspiracy where they live in their own world. But the real world. The world where the hundreds of millions of Americans live that are living in poverty. Where hundreds of million Americans live in poverty. Real poverty. Live in holes, worn out houses, worn out buildings, anything that can be empty. The homeless, the poverty stricken, the 17 million hungry children. Let's deal with this. Let's deal with this, not deal with conspiracy theory. Let's deal with this. Let's get this out of the open. Let's get this out of the open. That's the sadness of human life. It's the poverty-driven people. They're the ones that suffer. They're the ones that suffer. They're the ones that vote. They're the ones that vote. Where do they come when they want to vote? To the poor nations, the poor towns, the poor people, because they want their vote. Lee Mitt Romney had the gall. Lee Mitt Romney had the gall to say 40%, 47% of the country. Poor people wouldn't vote for him anyway. People wouldn't vote for him because he made a fool of himself. Made a fool of himself. I don't like people that use people. And this is what Alex Jones and Glenn Beck and all these other conspiracy theorists are doing. They're using people. They're using people for money and profit, and they're selling you propaganda when they should be telling you the truth. That the country is going to hell. The country really is going to hell. The country really is going to hell. And it has no end. It has no end. Because nobody wants to end it. Nobody wants to deal with it. We bomb other nations. We bomb other countries. And these costs are high. When we bomb Syria, bomb Iraq, bomb Lebanon, and bomb Pakistan, these missiles cost money. We're talking about $1 million a shot. How many people could you feed for that $1 million a shot? We can't be the savior of every nation. Now, I believe in the hope of all people. I believe in the hope of all people, in the hope of all nations. And someday the people will get tired of them and finally stand up and say no more. And finally stand up and say no more. And that's what it will take for the world to stand up as one unit and say no more. No more. No mas. No more. That's what it'll take to get the world straightened out, to get the world stopped, to get the world peace, to get the world human rights, human freedoms, humanity. Will take a unification of the human race. Not the glorification, but the unification of the human race. Together, as one voice for all people. It's one voice for all people. It's one voice for all people. And I speak from here. I speak from the heart. I speak from the mind. I speak from the soul. That is desperately needed to unite the people together. But this country is poverty. This country is poverty stricken. And it's getting worse. It's getting worse. It's not getting any better. It's getting worse. It's not getting any better. Many schools in poor neighborhoods are out of date. Some don't even have computers yet. It's a sadness of human life. It really is. It's a sadness of human life. Now anybody can come in here and talk. I don't close he shows off. How close he shows off. But it's the truth of human life. That people face poverty every day. People face poverty every day. People face taking their children to school, being shot every single day. In places like Chicago and Harlem and other places like that. This used to be a nation where you had some poor people. But they're not no more. Now you've got riots, race riots, hatred, bigotry, cops shooting black people. But it's not the black people who were shot. It's the criminals that were shot. He stole from somebody, Mike Brown. But to call his funeral a piece of trash, it's not right. There's so much wrong with the news and how it's handled in this country. There's so much wrong in the news. The conspiracy theories are nothing. They're nothing. They're propagandized. They get people to speak. They take people's speeches and twist them around to fit their own needs. But if anybody for 1 minute thinks that Alex Jones or Glenn Beck are poor, they're wrong. Because these guys are making hand over fist, selling you beliefs that aren't real. But the real threats are the government's failure to help the poverty-ridden people. And the rich people are getting richer, the poor people are getting poorer, and the poverty is covering the world. Poverty is not just covering this country. It's covering all the world. It's covering all the world. In India, in Malaysia, all over the world, people are covered in poverty. But the poverty in this nation should not be. The poverty in this nation should not be. And I believe in power for the people. I believe in the power for the people. I believe in a government by the people, for the people, of the people. But it don't work that way. Why? Because one, the electoral vote. And the presidency, Congress, the Senate are all elected by rich people. We're all elected by rich people, not poor people. And that's a sadness of human life. Excuse me. That's a sadness of human life. It really is. It's a sadness of human life. That life goes on like this in this nation. Because people should not be struggling to make bills. But of course, people have been cheated. They've been cheated by the stock markets, been cheated by the banks, they've been cheated by car dealers. I mean, where's it in? Where's it in? Where's it in? Where's it in? People died because General Motors put an ignition situation. People died. You can give them money, but you're not going to bring back their family. We're living in a nation where everybody wants to tell us what to believe and how to believe and where to believe it. But I put the news out there, period. It is what it is. You believe or you don't. It's that simple. I don't color code anything. When I say the world is going to hell, the world is going to hell. This country is going to hell. It's sooner or later that debt's going to get unpayable. Sooner or later, unless the spending stops in all these nations, the debt's going to get unpayable for all people, for many nations. Look at Russia. Russia's been hurt so bad by the sanctions. People are starving to death over there. People are starving to death over there. But like I said, until the human race, the people get tired of it together, until that day ever comes, if that day ever comes, will it ever end? Including this country. People have to speak together. People have to speak as a voice. People have to speak a voice that's heard in all nations, in all countries. No more. No more. No more. And stand with it. And defend it. And everything they've got. You've got the greatest tool you could ever use to bypass borders, to bypass nations, to bypass the segregations and the delegations of people who would like to blockade the human race from each other. Who like to blockade the human race from each other. So like religions are divided, people are divided in religions, people are divided in drug lists, people are divided in this, people are divided in races, people are divided. It's a segregation of human life, along with poor government that really hurts the human race. It's a segregation and declassification of human life that really causes the imbalance in the world, and the wars in Syria, places like that. because everybody wants, everybody needs, everybody has to have. There are things you have to have in this world: food, water, clothing, a job, education. Things like this should be automatic. Shouldn't it shouldn't be people you don't have that you don't get it. You got too many people in the world that are starving to death. Children to 8,000 a day. Children in this country, 17 million children hunger in this country. There's no reason for it. There's no reason. And that's the sadness of human life. It really is. It's the sadness of human life. But that's what people have to deal with. But this is what I do the shows for. This is what I do the videos for. That's what I do the videos for. To keep people informed. I want this site to be the best poor site on this earth. And I don't want it to be rich. I don't want it to be poor. Money from here goes to Food for the World organization. I belong to all these organizations, UNICEF, ASS, ASPA, all of these organizations. I belong to them. I belong to foodfortheworld.org because it's a good organization. They take care of people. The Red Cross, St. Jude's, places like this are the power of the world. But until the human race finds out that we all bleed the same, we all die the same, whether we're shot, whether we're starved to death, whether we're beaten, whether we're bashed, whether we're tortured, we all suffer the same way. We all suffer the same way. But this country needs to evaluate itself, not just in government, but amongst the rich people, and learn that only by balancing off the nation can you have a true America. Only by balancing off the nation and feeding and caring for people can you have a true America. Only by doing this can you have a true America. But people have to speak together. People have to speak together. Don't, not riots. Protesting is fine, but do it peacefully. Do it calmly. Don't do it with anger. There's enough anger in this country now. There's enough anger in this country now. But the views of this country come from the views of the people. Come from the views of the people. I don't auction anything off here. I don't sell trips. I don't give nothing away. I don't do none of that crap. It's people like Alex Jones and Glenn Beck that hurt the newscasters on here. They hurt the viewers on here by blinding them to the real needs of the country. The real needs of the country. Such as a working government. Such as it allows the Democrats and Republicans this conspiracy to blow up the world. It's a conspiracy of the billionaire group to take over the world. When that bank drops, when this country, when the bank drops, the money will be worthless. No matter what you own, it will become worthless. Unless you own billions and billions and billions and billions of dollars in gold. Unless you own billions of dollars in gold, the rest of it won't be worth nothing. Just to be paper in your hands. We're living in a poor time. We're living in a poor time in this nation. That's the sadness of human life. It really is. But for people like Alex to get up here and talk about it, it's a hypocrite. Because he's rich. He's one of the rich ones. You can say there's 68% that are poor, 60% that are poor, 2.3% of the country on this, and put out all these videos, and put out all this stuff. But he's one of the rich ones. He's one of the rich ones. People are let's get to the people who live on $5, $6, $8, $10,000 a year or less. Pay $2, $3, $4 for a gallon of gas and get to their job. To feed their people to work. The fatty foods of the world. The fatty foods of the world. Whereas the people, the rich people of the world, eat the good foods. And this is why they've lived to 90 or 100. Because they can afford the best medication, the best care, the best medical help they can get. They can afford the best medical help they can get. They get it now. They don't wait. I have to wait. I'm bad cervical disc in my neck. I have to wait months. Still nothing's been talked about. And I'll bet there are 100 million other poor people in this world that do the same thing. We wait till the doctors find time to get around us. We wait till the doctors find time to get around us. We wait. I have a bad back. They want to do a lumbar puncture test for multiple sclerosis. I wait. I wait because I have no choice. There is nowhere else to go. That's all hospital there is. That's all hospital there is. But poor people need a voice to tell the truth. And that's what I do. Poor people need a voice to tell the truth. And this is what I do. This is what I tend to keep on doing. That's what I intend to keep on doing. And I hope people keep listening. I hope people keep doing it. Because I tell the truth. The whole truth and nothing but the truth. That's back to human life. So I want this channel to represent the people. So I put 7 billion human beings on here. This channel represents the people's voice, the people's wants, the people's needs, the people's cares. That's what I do all this for. This is 7 billion human beings starting to lose. The rich, the rich are always going to be rich. No matter what happens, they own the land, they own the gold, they own the thing. But the poor, if the bank collapses, all what a little bit of money they have will be worthless. Won't be able to eat, won't be able to pay the rent, won't be able to live. But the profit off that, like Elvis does, Glenn Beck, that's still on that profit. I sell hope, I sell freedom, rights, humanity, care, justice, and equality. That's it. That's it. That's all there is here. It's the right of human life, the truth of human life, reality of human life, the real world. Not in Washington, D.C. in that glass bowl in Washington, where they don't know what the hell's going on in the real world. Not in Congress, not in the Senate, not in Alex Jones's big workout space where he does all his shows, but in the real world, in the real world, in the real world, where the guns go off, the people die, the people are killed, and they live in poverty. This is something you make start to lose. The rich are getting richer, the poor are getting poorer. That's something you make start to lose back. The poor are getting more. Thank you for watching.